Oh, yeah, she's coming. Want me to run out and get her?
It's the Game 9 press conference for the game between Endicott and Kean. We're here with members of the Kean team, head coach Neil Iovero, Kyle Adorno, Justin Teixeira, and Dominic Massino. Endicott wins the game 5-4. Coach, we'll start with you. Just an opening statement.
Sure. First, I'd like to, thank our people back at school. I mean, from our president on down, our administration's been great. The support we've received from ex-players, people at the school, has been outstanding, and it's refreshing, to provide that for our school, and just the amount of energy that's been running through the school for the last month has been, really incredible. I told them, this is a stinging type of game that you're probably not going to forget, for me ever, but for them for a long time. There's nothing I'm going to say that's going to make it any better. But we can't lose sight of what we accomplished this year. So we basically, this team had the highest amount of wins in a regular season at 34. They had the third 40-win season, I think, in school history. They played 17-1 in a really, really tough league for the season. They won first place regular season. They won, obviously, a regional. They won a super regional. And they're, an inning or two away from being in the Final Four. So, we don't want to lose sight at the joy that they provided us through the course of this year. It's been absolutely a great run. So, I'm very grateful and thankful. Praise Jesus. People like to praise Him only when you win, but in our loss, we thank the Lord for our blessings that we received this year.
Questions for the team?
Going back to the first inning, how important was that really quick start to the game?
Well, I'm very big on talking to them throughout the course of the year, and what I always tell them is at some point you're going to run into someone that can exploit your weaknesses. Like, your weaknesses are going to show up. It might be in the regular season, it could be in the conference tournament. You don't know when it's going to show up. So we knew, for a while now, we haven't been scoring runs. We just don't put a lot of runs on the board. And the message was, even with that, look where we got, and if we could have got a few more bunts down today and ran the bases a little better and, made the play where the guy bunted, all we have to do is catch it and flip to first. They got a hit off a pitch out. One of those pitches was supposed to be a pitch out, and the guy had a double to score a run. And so it's those little things back in January when you start in practice and you got them in classrooms and, in a quiet setting, trying to explain all the little things that are going to matter, and how important our bunts are. I think 3 different times we tried to bunt, and we didn't get it down, and we hit into double plays. You saw what happened in the last inning. We had a really, our fastest kid, or one of our fastest kids at second, and you call timeout and try to slow it down for him, and we get put in that situation. So we just played a team that was averaging 11 runs a game, and somehow we're an inning or two away from advancing. So we played them 18 innings. They were 3 runs better than us. So we really held them down. We put them in a position where, they didn't have those amount of runs to really look back on and just say, hey, we got a 7-run lead. We made them play all 18 innings for 2 games. And so today, we didn't execute in a lot of situations. So it proves that the system is there for us to win in these spots. But then again, we have to execute much better than we did, on this stage. And, he throws one pitch and the guy's ready for it, and he hits a 2-run home run, and that was the difference in the game towards the end. But we had our chances. There's nobody to blame but ourselves on this one.
Kyle, talk about that first inning. You did it both with the bat and the glove. Just sort of talk what was going through your mind first, and with when you were out at the plate, and the second when you're robbing the home run.
I was just trying to get on base. So we could get up early, get going early. And the plays. Just got a good jump on it.
Justin, you got a sacrifice fly in that first inning. Coach talked about, getting down those little things, the bumps and stuff, and you got your butt down. Sort of talk about that small ball game of yours.
Yeah, Neil talks about doing the little things all the time, and I just wanted to execute for my team there. I took a nice swing. My first one was a little late. Took a ball at the next pitch, and I saw on the watch put a squeeze on. And I was excited for it. I got a good bunt down, and luckily we scored two there. It was two big runs.
Dominic, we've been watching you now all week display that arm of yours. Sort of talk about your preparation to be able to sit there in the field and throw those guys out like you were doing today.
Kind of starts prep step, get a good jump on the ball, obviously field it, make a good throw, unlike what I did on that one play, kicking myself over that, but got a good defense.
Well, Kyle, as a member of the senior class, sort of talk about what coach means to you and any other people on the team.
I just want to say thank you to the whole coaching staff for taking me in. It's tough not winning the last game of your whole career. It's going to sit on me for a while, and I'm just happy that I spent my 4 years at Kean.
And Coach, people have talked to me about how everybody here's only one team is going to leave here without a loss. But talk about how important this senior class has been for you, certainly with all the success that they've had over the last 4 years.
Well, I mean, if you look at the lineup that was out there today, like every kid on that field except for him is returning next year. The infield is almost a whole sophomore infield. These kids are babies. Last year, Dominic played as a freshman, only made 4 errors in the entire season as a freshman. And a lot of times on his errors that he's making, it's plays that other people won't even get near the ball. I mean, he had one play at Misericordia where he did a flip, and on the flip, the ball came out. We didn't get the runner out, but like it's highlight real plays on a daily basis. You know, the whole infield is sophomores, and third baseman, you know, is coming back. The corner guys. So to take a young team here like that is very special because, like we've said, we have our best years ahead of us. We said this all last year. We can't wait to get to this season. We knew the character and we knew the type of players and the desire. It's not a sexy way to win. You know, it's like I know around the country you're saying, they won by 1 run or 2 runs or barely got through. It's you know, they really played for the most part to the system throughout the whole year. I mean, I think you could see our first baseman. He's as good as you can possibly have at making plays. I think he has 1 or 2 errors on the entire year, and again, he's making highlight reel plays to keep these guys, you know, from getting extra errors. You saw our second baseman; he came into this thing with 3. You know, Brett a few years ago had 1 on the entire season. He is the best center fielder in the country. I mean, his highlight reels, robbing home runs, he covers so much ground. And you know, for me personally, you know, I've done a lot in the game, you know, with our teams over the years. My goal was to try to get them on a stage like this, and you're trying to make up for lost time. Like last year, we really could have been in a regional. I think we were the last team not let in, so they would have had that experience last year. So you're trying to get them in that regional, win that. Okay, now you're in the super regional. Oh my God, we get to the World Series, and you're trying to, you know, get all the stuff that you know that he deserves to have with the work they put in. Trying to cram it into this one season. So I'm really thankful we were able to provide this whole ride from start to finish, because you saw we started off not ranked, and you know, I don't know if we had a single person on the All-American, you know, preseason, and you know, our team just really accomplished a lot. We played a very difficult schedule, and you know, we're leaving here losing a 2-run game and a 1-run game. We were in every game, you know, with a chance to win. So I can't thank them enough. The seniors have been great. You know, Rob Salvatore didn't get a chance to pitch, but last year, like I said, he's one of our best pitchers on our team. Last year he was all-conference, and he was hurt most of the year. That's really all I was looking for, is to try to get that kid a start. He would have gone the next game for us. I wish I could have got some of them out there, because they've given us so much, you know, blood, sweat, and tears over the 4 years that they've been here, a lot of them.
Justin and Dominic, obviously a really special group. You know, what does this team mean to you guys? And you know, just an incredible run for the team as well.
Yeah, I'll start off. I mean, this team was, like you said, something special. Like these group of guys, like we're all best friends, and on and off the field, like you don't want to fight for anything more than that. And it sucks that we lost at this big stage, but I'm really proud of the team, and I'm proud of how far we came as a group. And like Neil said, we're young, and it sucks for Kyle. Like I really wanted to win for him and other seniors, but I'm really proud of this group and everything we accomplished this year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks to lose now, but I think overall we learned a lot this year. Obviously going to be hard without our seniors next year, but I think we got the core and we'll definitely be back.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
No,
it.
thank you. God bless you guys. Appreciate your work.
Congratulations.
Tireless effort.
Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let me shake your hand one more time. All right.
We'll see you next year.
Let's hope. You'll mount to God's ears.
Safe travels back.
I'm leaving my clothes.
Nope, I wouldn't let you leave without them.
All right.